This summer, things were pretty slow. Parks were closed, and we had to stay inside, which means we have to make up for this year in summer 2021. And we know just the thing. Amusement parks. And everyone knows what makes a great amusement park is a stomach-turning, death-defying roller coaster. They don't last very long. The roller coaster rides make you count every second. As time has gone by, roller coasters have become bolder and added various twists and fun elements, like spraying you with water or literally turning you upside down while throwing you through a city. They're a fun activity in amusement and theme parks, and sure, some kids love the feeling of going at top speeds, screaming and laughing with their friends. But the rides in this list are not for the faint of heart. If you're looking for just a fun day out with the family, steer clear of these rides. But if you're a thrill seeker, always looking for the next adrenaline rush with the scariest, fastest, tallest rides, then this video is for you. Welcome to another episode of Forever Green, and if you want to know about the most terrifying roller coaster in the world, be sure to stick around till number 1. Ready? Strap into your seats, and off we go. At number 10, we have Formula Rossa, Ferrari World in Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi is the culture capital of the United Arab Emirates, with stunning architecture, amazing street shopping, and the world's fastest roller coaster. I mean, what do you expect? It is called Ferrari World. The ride goes from 0 to 240 kilometers an hour in just 4.9 seconds, using a hydraulic launch system, and the ride is 52 meters high. Because of the speed of the coaster and the airborne dust and insects, riders are required to wear safety goggles during the ride. The track is 2.2 kilometers in length, and its shape was inspired by the Autodromo Nazionale Monza racetrack in Italy. By the time you're finished with the ride, you'll leave feeling like a race car driver yourself. Next, we go to the Land Down Under, Tower of Terror 2, Dreamworld, Australia. Because one of them wasn't enough, it first opened 20 years ago, and it was the first roller coaster in the world to reach 160 kilometers an hour speed. It once had the claim to being the fastest and tallest roller coaster in the world. While it may not hold these titles anymore, it is still one of the most dangerous rides out there. The riders are pitched up a 90-degree angle, with them pulling 4.5 Gs, which allows them to feel weightless for about 6.5 seconds. 6.5 seconds is enough to scarf down a burger, and it wouldn't count. That's how gravity works, right? No? Fine. Number 8. Superman, Krypton Coaster, Six Flags, Texas. This probably sounds child-friendly, like you could take your 10-year-old kid on a Superman ride, but don't be fooled. The ride is 1,235 feet in length, 145 feet in height, and reaches a top speed of 121 kilometers an hour. It might not sound like much compared to the ride in Ferrari World, but the Krypton coaster is also one of the first floorless roller coasters in the world. It's meant to give you the feeling Superman gets when he flies. There are wide open spaces as you zoom from one element to the next, letting you spread your cape and fly. And you'll need that space to go up the 145-foot loops. Having your feet dangle below you without any support only adds to the scare factor. Number 7. Full Throttle, Six Flags Magic Mountain, California. This 160-foot tall steel roller coaster has the tallest vertical loops in the world and takes you through them at a top speed of 120 kilometers an hour. The Full Throttle has not 1, but 3 launches, meaning you will go from 0 to 112 kilometers an hour like it's nothing. The second time you launch at this speed, it'll be backwards, right into a sci-fi tunnel, where you will come to a complete stop. Then for the third time, you'll be launched out in reverse. We haven't even gotten to the diving and looping yet. Halfway up the loop, the train unexpectedly goes forward, and you keep switching directions, making this a very unpredictable ride. So, prepare for surprises. The ride features a spectacular view from the top hat. That is, if you can even notice it while you're looping through the skies. If scaling 160 feet at a speed of 120 kilometers an hour sounds scary, just wait till we get to number 1. At number 6, we have Dudoudulpa, Fuji Q Highland, Japan. Japan isn't just about plush toys, great stationery, amazing food, and anime. These guys know a thing or two about getting your adrenaline pumping while also giving you a spectacular view. That is, if you could keep your wits about you long enough to notice it. Dudoudulpa is built with a view of the Mount Fuji, the highest mountain in Japan, but the coaster holds the record for fastest roller coaster acceleration in the world, going from 0 to 172 kilometers an hour in a jaw-dropping 1.8 seconds. The track fully utilizes the Highlands site to give you a zero-gravity fall zone and a large curve to tilt your body sideways using centrifugal force. At the moment of passing through the launch point, there's a tunnel installed just before the loop, where you can experience a different dimension by tricks of dark and light, after which you jump from utter darkness to complete light when you exit the tunnel. After you have entered that loop with insane speed and reached the top, you may get the illusion that time has stopped. Don't let your guard down, because immediately after that is a massive drop. You could just close your eyes and imagine yourself hurtling through outer space in a rocket throughout this ride. At number 5, we're back to the States with Goliath, Six Flags, Illinois. This roller coaster is 3,100 feet long and stands 165 feet tall. Pretty standard given what we've seen so far, right? Well, Goliath is a wooden roller coaster, which means it's quite old-fashioned and sounds rickety. Couple that with the sound of chains rattling while pulling your carriage upwards, and you got a recipe for absolute fear. Not only that, the ride drops 180 feet at an 85-degree angle, right into an underground tunnel. Since Goliath was built in a small space, the lift hill is at a 45-degree angle. 2 inversions and 2 overbank turns complete this insane ride. Whew! Just saying all that knocked the breath out of me. Number 4, the Steel Dragon 2000. How cool is that name? This coaster, situated in Nagashima Spa Land, Japan, got its name because it opened in 2000, the year of the dragon. It opened to the public during the Coaster Wars, a time when theme parks around the world were competing to create record-breaking roller coasters. It holds the world record for the longest roller coaster ride runtime, 4 minutes. Yeah, you might want to settle in. This one definitely isn't for anyone with heart problems or health issues, because the drop is from 94 meters and reaches a speed of 150 kilometers an hour. Since Nagashima is also earthquake-prone, the ride has been made earthquake-resistant by using 1.5 times more than the amount of steel required of that scale. The ride may span 4 minutes, but we doubt you'll notice. The view of the park is breathtaking and you'll be going for round 2. Number 3, Thunder Dolphin, Tokyo, Japan. We're not done with Japan. While taking a leisurely stroll through Tokyo, you might come across a few tall rides placed around quite randomly. The most insane thing about the Thunder Dolphin is that it's not part of a theme park or amusement park. It's slap bang in the middle of Tokyo. The ride is confined to a very small space, but that has only inspired its creators to up the ante. Just imagine hurtling through buildings in the middle of a city at 130 kilometers an hour. The coaster takes you to a height of 262 feet and then drops 218 feet at an 80-degree incline. The whole thing only lasts 90 seconds, but in that time, the coaster course passes through a hole in the Lacroix building, then through the Big O, which is the world's first centerless Ferris wheel, before curving back around and passing over the top of a shopping mall. Phew, something tells me it won't just be the people riding the coaster who would be terrified. Okay, I think we're due a quick break. We're now going to take a look at today's subscriber pick. If you come across a mysterious photo online and you want us to take a look, be sure to send it over and we'll investigate. We might even feature it in a future video. Looks like this roller coaster jumps a gap. You know, this is not as fictional as it may seem. Back in 1902, New York's Coney Island amusement park attempted such a roller coaster. The idea was a train would be shot into the air by a wooden cannon and thus be able to hop over the gap. It was tested with sandbags and there were actually some successes, but it was clear that even the slightest shift or change in weight distribution would lead to major accidents. No humans ever rode the coaster, but there are some unverified stories of humans dying during the testing period. The gap has been removed since, but the giant cannon theme remains. Apparently, since the gap was removed, the ride is just a big old snooze. This particular image, however, is not real. Sorry, buddy. We do have an equally thrilling alternative for you, though. Check out number 2 on this list. Number 2, King Dakar, Six Flags, New Jersey. The coaster is called King for a reason. This U-shaped coaster is the tallest in the world, which means the riders are thrown 456 feet in the air, It goes from 0 to 205 kilometers an hour in just 3.5 seconds. After the initial launch track, you'll be shooting up the impossible height of 456 feet at 90 degrees, which will give you a sense of weightlessness. The train climbs the tower and rolls around to plummet right back down in a 270-degree spiral. Nothing can prepare you for this drop. The cars then go up a second hill of 129 feet before it comes to a complete stop, and the whole thing lasts about 28 seconds from time of the launch. All that in 28 seconds. It's enough to have your life flash before your eyes. But then again, how would the king get around, right? Before we check out the #1 most dangerous roller coaster in the world, let's play a quick game. In the next 5 seconds, go ahead and subscribe to the Forever Green channel and click on the bell icon, and you will magically learn all the forbidden secrets of outer space. Go on, it works! Okay, we've seen some pretty bizarre rides up until now, but buckle in for the #1 scariest roller coaster, aka probably our next adventure destination. Number 1. Riddlers Revenge, Magic Mountain, Six Flags, Texas. As the name suggests, this coaster's themed after the DC comic villain and Batman's nemesis, the Riddler. What's fun is that since Batman and the Riddler are enemies, this ride is right next to the Batman ride. The Riddler's Revenge is a whopping 4,370 feet long and 156 feet tall. With a top speed of 105 kilometers an hour, has 6 inversions including a 124-foot tall vertical loop, 2 dive loops, 6 inversions, and 2 corkscrews. The kicker? You have to go through all of that standing up. That's right, this coaster is one of the few stand-up roller coasters in the world and experiences 4.2 times the force of gravity during the 3-minute-long winding and unpredictable ride. When it opened in 1998, it set world records for height, drop, speed, length, and number of inversions. As the years went by, it lost these titles to other rides. But it isn't any less terrifying than the others. Oh boy, I might be rethinking my adventure destination, but I must defeat the Riddler. Well, that's it for the top 10 scariest roller coasters in the world. Now that you know, where are you planning to go for your next summer adventure? Let us know in the comments down below. If you like this video, check out other videos over on the Forever Green channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back with another countdown video soon. Until then, goodbye.